My dad wants to rebuild our relationship, but I have no interest in him. My 25 meters father has always favored my sister. Not only does the family call him out on it, he admits to it. His defense is that my sister looks so much like our late mother that he can't help but spoil her. My sister caught on to this and used it to her advantage. If she wanted something from the store, all she had to say was "please dad," and he would get it for her. If I asked for something, my dad would ask me what have I done to deserve it, and if I couldn't think of something good I didn't recently, I didn't get it. Whenever my sister did something bad, she would begin to cry and dad would easily forget her. If I did something bad, I always had to face the full consequences. Dad would leave work and come get my sister from school for anything as small as a splinter while I could be throwing up, and dad would say he couldn't leave work and I had to tough it out. I tried so hard to earn his love and attention, but nothing worked. I tried excelling at school, I tried acting out, and I even forced myself to get into his hobbies in hopes we would bond that way. The day I gave up is the day I found out how little my dad cared about me. I was turning 15, the plan was for me, my dad, sister, uncle and 2 friends to go to an arcade that was a 2-hour drive away. The day before my birthday, my sister got the sniffles. My dad, she was in no condition to travel and we would have to cancel the trip. I tried to convince him to leave her with our grandparents, but he didn't want to leave her to suffer alone. He told me to call my friends and tell them, while he went and called my uncle. After he walked away, went and cried my eyes out. About a gallon of tears later, I got a call from my uncle telling me not to worry, he would take us to the arcade. I ended up having a great time and forgot all about my dad and sister. When I got back and my sister saw all my prizes, she asked if she could have one. I said sorry, no, these are from my birthday trip. Later my dad came to me and told me it would be nice if I gave my sister something. I replied with something along the lines of, you know what would be nice? If you didn't try to cancel my birthday over my sister's runny nose. My dad called me selfish and said my sister's health was more important and I would be a good big brother if I gave her something. I didn't give her anything. After that incident, I gave up on my father. I focused on those who actually cared for me. My father either didn't notice or didn't care. As long as he had my sister, that's all he needed. He didn't start caring until it made him look bad in the public eye. My senior year, the band had an award ceremony. I didn't even bother asking my dad to attend. Instead, I asked my aunt and uncle. My dad didn't notice until he saw not only the family post on Facebook but the school as well. A lot of the comments on the post were asking why my dad wasn't there. He confronted me and asked why hadn't I told him. He would have loved to go. I replied, in all the years of me winning awards, you've never showed up to support me. Why would I expect you to start now? Later I find out from my cousin that my dad called my uncle to fuss at him for taking his place, and my uncle told him the same thing I did. For a brief moment of my life, my dad seemed to start caring about me, but then my sister won a sports award and he forgot about me again. I moved on, went to college and made a life for myself. I saw my dad every now and then, but our relationship stayed the same. One day my dad's worst fear came true. My sister moved on from him. She moved across the state to be near her boyfriend and his family. My dad cried to anyone who would listen. He would say how he's alone and has no one. His obsession with my sister not only drove me away but everyone else in the family as well. He showed up to my house one day and wanted to talk. He wanted to try and fix our relationship and have father-son bond. He said he didn't mean to mistreat me and that he misses our mom so much and my sister was all he had left of her. So that's why he acted that way. That's when I pointed out that I'm our mother's child as well, and he basically just told me he didn't see me as his child. He tried to backtrack and say that's not what he meant, but I wasn't having it. I told him I had no interest in him or having a relationship with him. He'll still try to get involved with me every now and then, but I keep him at an arm's length. I feel that it's too late to repair all the damage he has done.